High five. Woo. Yeah, that's a big high five. Good things are coming your way. Do you got that? You know that? They are. Say that. Good things are coming my way. And they're coming my way too. Okay. Hey, thanks for spending some time with me today. I love spending time with you. Please, please watch it all the way through and please subscribe. Today I'm going to answer some questions, some really good ones. And one of them is I'm going to talk about 3 things, one of you asked, 3 things that I do now that I would like to go back and tell my younger self what to do. And then there's some other things that you've asked and I'm going to answer them. So it's going to be a really fun episode today, okay? On the Minivan Lee Show. And that's me. And I've lived in my minivan for 7 years. So let's get going, okay? 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 Let's go. I have a letter from Little Birdie Spring. I like that, Little Birdie Spring. Hi, Lee. Hi. Hi, Little Birdie. She says, nice video again. I like your chats. I have another question. LOL. In the video, you mentioned the things you would have told your younger self related to self-care. Yes, I would have told myself, well, 2 things I did mention. One was don't smoke. Don't smoke. Just don't do it. Don't do it. And number 2 is take good care of your teeth. I think that's really important. Take good care of your teeth. And I would have told my parents, help me take care of my teeth, right? Because there's a story there, but I won't go into it. Okay. Do you have a top 3 things that you enjoy now that you wish you had done sooner? Or things that you are grateful to have learned? Oh, wow. Or things you felt were a waste of time. Now looking back, I understand that the Lord's timing plays a part when we learn things, or even things we are looking forward to do or learn. Thanks again. Yeah, P.S. I agree with the black clothing. Yeah, the black clothing. A lot of you said you agree. You know, I did think about that one. There were 2 or 3 different comments that I got. One of them mentioned that that people wear white in the summer, and only people who, I think this was in some territory, that wear brown they were poor or something like that. I thought about that, and I don't see anybody wearing white, especially in the nomad world. Wow, that can get really dirty. Your white clothes can get really dirty. But even the locals, I don't see anybody wearing white. And a lot of people in Tucson, where it's really hot, I don't see a lot of white. I don't know. What are we all thinking? We need to all be wearing white. Did you know that? We're all supposed to wear white. Yeah, and a lot of you agreed on the sun. I try to stay out of the sun, which is one thing. You had different categories. Being in the sun, or things you felt were a waste of time now looking back. Wow. Yeah, being in the sun. I remember when I was younger laying out in the sun. This is when I lived out in Ohio when I was a teenager, being in the sun. Yeah. And I remember, oh my gosh, and I remember I was very young living in Germany. And I remember I was so bronze, I was so brown, but I spent a lot of time in the sun. I would say, what a waste of my time. It was a waste of time. I could have been doing other things and thinking that a tan was going to be great. You know, youth is wasted on the young. There really is. You know, what was I thinking? Yeah. But yeah, I was in the sun too much. That's why. And then living in Tucson for so many years, no, the sun is highly overrated. Now you might say, well, then you're not getting any vitamin D. Well, I'm taking vitamin D, okay? And I'm taking vitamin D3. I do take vitamins, and when I'm walking to my car or walking in somewhere, there's where I get my sun. And that's about it. I avoid the sun now in my life. I've just had way too much of it. Too much. You got that? Too much. Too much of a good thing, right? Okay, so Top 3 things that I enjoy now that I wished I had done sooner, or things that you are grateful to have learned. Yes. Number 1 was the recent thing. Why didn't somebody tell me about using castor oil on my skin sooner? I didn't know that. I didn't know about the castor oil. Well, my daughter-in-law, she actually, because I told her about the castor oil, she finally got it. She goes, oh my goodness. She goes, any kind of discoloration is going from my face and my body. Isn't that something? Now, I know my hands, a lot of people had pointed out, I don't know why people point out things like this on my body, but they have before. And that my hands used to be a lot darker in spots. They're not anymore. Well, okay, it does look a little dark right there because I got thinner skin, but it wasn't like it was before. Oh my gosh, and I don't have the same bruises like I did before. Look at this. Okay, somebody, oh, that was a bad one. I think I did it here. Yeah. Anyways, somebody asked me, why do I wear these? I wear them to protect my skin, and I think they look cool. And I can also wet them down in the summer, and I wet them down and it keeps me cool. It's one more thing to keep wet and keeps me cool. And it helps from bumping, because as I get older, it seems like I bruise easy. A lot of people do. So there, probably, and you can keep asking, it's no big deal, but probably for the 100th time, these are called arm gaiters. And they're protection. And in a lot of cases, especially when I'm driving, it protects my arms. Because if you think about it, if you wear a sleeveless, short sleeve shirt or a sleeveless shirt in most of the year, what's always in the sun from here on down? This part of your body gets so much sun. You can put a hat on and it can protect your face, your neck area. Wear a shirt, protects this part. You wear pants, it protects that part. But what part is the most in the sun? From here to here, the arm. Yeah. Do you remember on Pretty Woman, remember she said, did you know when she was driving his, what was it, a Lamborghini? What was it, a Lotus, the Lotus. She was driving that Lotus when she first got in his car. She says, oh, did you know, a little trivia, did you know from here to here is the same size as your foot? Did you ever try that? I did. Yeah, and it really is. Let's see. Yeah, it really is. It's the size of your foot. You can try it. From here to here that's how your foot's at. So I guess it really does come in handy if you're going to buy shoes and you see a pair of shoes. I know. Okay. Little side note, right? But this part of your arm is always getting the sun, and it is sun damaged. I've got where the sun damage and the skin is just, yeah. Oh, to be young again. To talk to my younger self. Yes. Here's another one. Wear arm gaiters. That's what I would tell myself. Wear arm gaiters in the summer. Yeah. Okay. Another thing. 3 things that I enjoy now that I wish I had either used or learned. Okay. And I could tell. Number 2 is stop caring what other people think of you. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what other people think of you or what they say about you. It really don't matter. Usually what they think about you usually is a reflection from that other person. It's what they're thinking. That's from their brain. That's from their mind and their ideas. And people love to transfer their own thoughts, their own issues, and they love to transfer it onto somebody else because that's where their mind is. That's where what comes out of somebody's mouth is what's up here and in the heart. If you're talking positive things, if you're talking in a positive way, that's from your own heart. If you're talking negative things, that's from your heart. Okay? So it really, it really doesn't, I don't give a rat's butt what anybody thinks of me anymore. I really don't. Yeah, I don't like to have negativity coming at me. That I don't like. But what they say about me, or what they think about me, and what maybe somebody will tell me what somebody said they thought about me or whatever, I'm just like, what did Wayne Dyer said? A lot of people say it. It's none of my business what you think of me. That's your business. It's none of my business. That's yours. It's in your mind. That's not in my mind. So I really implore, let's all. I heard somebody do a sermon, and they were saying that when you talk bad about somebody, then in essence what you're doing is you're sort of cursing them. And you don't want to curse anybody. You don't want to talk bad about people. It's been a good lesson for me over the past couple of years. You don't want to talk bad about people. And it really hurts you. It hurts the person whose mouth it's coming out of. It really does. So you're really almost cursing yourself. Yeah. So, but on the other hand, if somebody says something about you, don't worry about it. Now, yesterday I did in my video for Aaron. I hope that you watched that. Go back and watch yesterday's video. It's about the workplace bullying, mean girls, on the mean girl culture thing. And there's mean guys out there too. And but if it's in the workplace, it needs to be dealt with, though. You need to just take it and throw it away, or take it and give it to him. Just get it off you, because you don't need that. You don't need those labels of name calling. You don't need those names on you, tagged on you. They love to tag things. Yeah. But if it's in the workplace, I would definitely take it to HR and say, hey, and because if it ever happens again, it will warn other people that don't do stuff like that. Don't do stuff like that at work. But it is a big reflection on Aaron's boss and this other lady for tacking a name onto her that had to do with her facial and her body. Yeah. So that's what I would say is don't. Just, who cares? Don't worry about what people say about you or what they think about you. It's no big deal. What else? The castor oil and that, and here's something else I would say. What I've learned is dare to be different. Don't try to fit in. And honestly, in a way, that was something I fit in when in certain places. I'm not like, I'm just this free spirit. I did try to fit in at different times, but for the most part, I did not want to follow what the crowd was doing. I just didn't want to follow them. I wanted to do my own thing, because here's a study I heard about. NASA did this study. I don't know dates and everything, but I do know that I do believe this is definitely true. That they went into like some kindergartens between 4 and 6 years old, and they gave them tests, and like 95% of them literally tested as geniuses. They did. And then they tested the same kids about 7-8 years later, and only like 30% of them tested as geniuses. And then they tested them again later on as they got into high school, and 12%. So what happens is that over time, the school system and society itself, their main goal is for conformity. They want them to conform. But what happens is it takes away their creativity and their genius ideas. Children are really geniuses. Some people say, you need to pay attention. You need to concentrate. And I've heard the opposite. Have you ever seen a child playing? They're totally in concentration. Yeah. Oh, I know. What was it? Children can't concentrate very long or something. That's a lie. Children can concentrate for a very long time. They get into what they're doing. It's the adults that have a hard time concentrating after a while, because there's just all these little shiny things that they want to grab at. But a child who's really into his play, I remember me and my girlfriend, we played for hours. Simple things. And they didn't cost a lot of money. My friend Ann, her name was Ann, and she had this it was a big metal container. It was for pipe smoke, but it was pretty tall. It was for pipe smoke or pipe tobacco or whatever, but it was empty and clean. And she had all these different sizes of marbles. I mean, oodles of marbles. Well, we played and we divided up the marbles, and the bigger marbles were the parents, and we played for hours. And we had these stories in our minds, and we played, and we visited each other. It was, when I look back on that, that was incredible. That was incredible. Children are geniuses. And I do know that I am good at math. I've mentioned this before. I'm still not drinking coffee. Oh my gosh. Now this is my second cup, and this is cool. This is room temperature water. And I got rid of my other tea bag from early morning that I heated water up and made tea. But this is just, I dumped that and I put another tea bag in and poured in just water. I didn't heat it up or make it cold or anything. And it's really good. It's more mild. Yeah. Okay. You know, for some reason, and I thought everybody did this, I don't know where this all came from, but I do know that I assigned a personality to every letter, or every letters, did I? Maybe I did with letters too. But numbers had personalities and a gender. Yeah, and an age. They do. And I really am good at math. And I think that did help. And I think that it's just one of those creative things. I'm a creative person. And yeah. So, but some of you actually, when I said this a couple years ago, I mentioned this, that you also said, oh my gosh, I do the same thing. If you did, let me know if you know somebody who did. I don't think it's that common. But so my son asked me, he goes, well, tell me what the personalities are. She goes, I'm curious about this. And so I told her, and she was fascinated. She was fascinated by all of this. Yeah. Okay. And so those are three things. So let me know what your three things would be that you know now that you would like to transfer back. Things that you wish that you would like to say, hey, if we had a time machine, use this, here's some castor oil. Use it. Use it every day for the rest of your life. Yes. So let me just give you an update on the castor oil. I want to give you an update on it. I have been using it, and a lot of you say, oh, your skin is so nice. Well, I do have makeup on. I mean, I'm not going to lie about that. I got some makeup on. And I do wear eyeliner. I wear eyeshadow and eyeliner, because if I didn't in the camera, do you ever see an actress where it's on film and they have if you look at them and they came at you in real life, you go, wow, what's with all the makeup on, the eye makeup? It's because on film, your eyes will just be washed out. And if you don't have, let me do this. Your eyes will be washed out if you don't have at least some eyeliner. Because as you get older, I've lost a lot of my eyelashes and my eyebrows. which brings me to the castor oil. Yes, I do notice that my eyebrows just a little bit seem thicker. Okay, how can that be? I thought the hair follicles would have been gone by now, but I do notice they seem fuller. Now the eyelashes, I don't see any difference in my eyelashes. I think what's gone is gone. Well, maybe, I don't know. I don't know. But I do know what the castor oil is best for is it gets rid of the brown spots. That gets rid of spots off of your face. Now, as far as getting rid of wrinkles, I'm not so sure. Because as I said, it will help decrease the indent of your wrinkles and your indents. But here's what I've been doing with the castor oil. Now, I do have, let me show you. And I do have this. This is for all of this. This is really cheap. This is only like and it's organic. This is only $3-4. If I would buy this much oil, cosmetic oil, this would probably be like $200. Yeah, it's all oil. Yeah. Now, in the winter, I have to like break it off with a spoon and I have to warm it up in my hand. Yeah, I have to warm it up in my hand, for a while. But this is pretty easy to use. So what I do is I massage my face. I wash it and I massage it using a couple drops of castor oil. Then what I do with this, I just dip my fingers in and then mix it. And then massage my neck area and my face. I massage it. I've got some massages that I've gotten off of mostly Instagram. They have a lot of them on Instagram. So I do massages and I massage it and just do the facial stuff, right? But then what I also do is I go even longer. I go all the way down here, and I use the castor oil with a little bit of the coconut oil. So I probably smell yummy. I probably smell like a coconut cake. Yeah, it's like my perfume, my coconut. But I'm very soft. But I'm not oily. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I've been using a lot of this and this. Yeah. That's what I do. So let me know what you would tell yourself. Yeah, what would you suggest? What have you learned that you'd like to transfer back? Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was inspirational. See, don't we need to be inspired in a world gone nuts? In this world gone, woo, crazy, loco, yeah. This world has gone kind of crazy. So yeah, I hope this inspires you, makes you think, tickles your brain, and get you going for the day or for the next day. Yeah. Okay. Please subscribe. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Now, if you want to give me a gift, I know it sounds like I'm begging. I'm really not. Only if you have it in your heart that you're like, I haven't given money away. You want to keep that cycle moving. If you want to give something and you want to support me, go to minivanlee.com, click on .com and click on gifts, and $5-10 is just wonderful. It just kind of helps support me a little bit. I am not making much this summer. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Y'all are busy out there, I think. But what else? I think that's it for today. I love you guys so much. I love spending time with you. I really do. It really does help me. And by your comments, you appreciate me too. So we got a good thing going. We got that little Minivan Lee Club going on, right? Okay. I love you guys.